Hey everyone, welcome back to Gracie's Garden. So today I thought we'd do a little bit of a garden tour really quick and just take a tour of the garden. It is getting ready to storm here in Central Florida. I am zone 9A and I thought I'd take you around, show you what's happening. So this here is my emerald red. It's still in the pot and it has just gotten huge and spread out in the last week. And it's actually, even though it's in the pot, planted itself in the ground, which really seems to have generated these huge leaves on it. So, and then here on the trellis, or on the shepherd's hooks, we have a night blooming orchid, Pothos blue, I believe. Oops, let's go this way. And over here we have Monstera Peru. And this is dark color bromeliad. Here is it's called Nightstar Bromeliad. And it gets a long red flower that pops out, and it almost is like a hanging flower that will droop over the side of the basket there. And up here we have a Sissy, and it is climbing all the way up into the tree there. And this thing dies every winter, but it comes back and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. And then I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try to zoom in here. But right there on the tree branch is a Hoya that is growing. And that Hoya, I had a Hoya basket hanging there, and it broke, the branch broke, and the Hoya fell to the ground. But that one string just was stuck to the tree, and it's just taken off, and it's found its little life there. And it seems happy and healthy. We have the Staghorn here. And I think this is a Hoya Nichols. It has some kind of vitamin deficiency going on. Everything's turned kind of yellow on it recently. But it has a lot of new growth. So I'm going to clip all the flowers off and see if that will help it. And then this is another basket of the bromeliad. I think it's called Evening Star. And a piece of grass. And we have a begonia here, and a string of turtles. It's not doing so hot. I've moved it around the yard a few times just due to the heat here in Florida. It's just taking a moment to figure out where it needs to be. And then this monster plant here. This is a castor plant, and it is just huge. And just today I noticed that it is blooming. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has yellow flowers on that bloom, and there are tons of bees on it, and it smells horrible. And that's the only thing I could tell you. It is, I have to laugh because it does, it stinks. You come out the front door and it's like, what is that smell? And it is this plant. And then we have the lily here, which is in bloom. And this is the butter popcorn plant or tree. It does have some yellow flowers on it. Let me see if I can get a picture for you. There we go. Down here we have, this is the Mickey Mouse plant. Sometimes it's called the variegated elephant ear, or is it variegated stingray? And then this plant here, this is the Xanadu, I believe. We have an air plant. It just got done blooming. Right there. And then down here we have a Monstera. Now this Monstera is a branch that broke off on my big one on the back porch. I was trying to move the pot, broke a branch. I just stuck it in the ground and it has taken over. And this is a very crooked ponytail prom. My neighbor up the street was throwing this out, so I took it home about 3 or 4 months ago, stuck it in the ground, and it's been doing just fine. And actually has just put out some fresh growth up here at the top. So these things I don't think you can really kill. And we have a Hoya Crimson Queen, I believe, that's in bloom. It has tons of blooms on it. It is very sun stressed right now. And then we also have a Begonia. You'll have to excuse me, I can never remember the name of this plant. My neighbor gave this to me. It was only about up to here or so, just a few inches off the side of the pot, and it has really taken off, and very happy. I just love these purple leaves. And it's very easy to propagate. I mean, you can see the little roots coming out. Just like most begonias, they're very easy to propagate. And then down here, this is a little undercover, is the whale fin or shark fin cactus. It has never bloomed for me, but this past year with all the rain has really taken off and gotten quite huge. And here on the front porch is the philodendron golden goddess philodendron, I believe. So it is doing really well. It's actually thrown off a baby I put in a separate pot. And I'm trying the plank method. It has not attached itself yet, but it keeps getting bigger. We have new leaves coming out right here. And then this is another plant my neighbor gave me. I can never remember the name of this one either. The leaves are very velvety. I don't usually do well with these types of plants. There's the original leaf. But it seems to be doing really well. And I have to say, it's been like 6 months and I'm surprised it's still alive and happy. So I try not to move it. Then we have the Pothos Snow White. And then a Begonia. This one's getting a little bit too much sun, so I might have to move it. And then we have this plant here with the beautiful purple flowers. I just love these. And I was told when I got this and planted it about 2 years ago that it was supposed to be vining, but really it's just turned into a really large shrub. And then down here in this basket we have the Sissy Amazonica. I believe that's it. So this plant, this is the plant the squirrels tried eating the roots of, but it has finally made a huge comeback. And it is actually, there's 2 vines, one going this way and one going that way, that have, one has almost reached the house, and then the other one is crawling up right here. Let's see, right about here, you can see it. It is climbing up along the side of the garage. So I'm just going to let it go, see where it takes itself, and see what makes it happy. And then right down here we have the philodendron narrow, and I don't know if you could see it, but the silver sword is actually down there as well. Just peeking through there. And with all this rain, they have really taken off. All this rain and humidity, they're just really just doing well. And new leaf, like I feel like it's every week. And then back here in this pot here, I think this is some kind of trailing or